Hey everybody, it's Jason Blaha here, and today I'm going to do something a little different on this channel. I'm going to do something people are used to on my other channel, and I just enjoy doing it because it lets me just have free flow of thought that I don't need to edit because I'm busy doing something that I enjoy that's relaxing and meditative, and I can just talk and I don't need to pause, think about what I'm saying. So I do these videos raw and unedited, so there's not going to be any chops, any cuts, any thinking. Now, I did a video this morning talking about why you need to lock out on your presses. Why not doing so can contribute to injuries and damaging your elbows over time. It's contrary to one of the myths in the industry. Well, I had a subscriber link me something almost immediately after over on the Facebook fan page, and it was talking about Kinobody, who I just talked about. I just started looking into this guy kind of recently because he's blowing up a bit, and fancies himself or markets himself as the Bruce Wayne of the YouTube fitness industry. And I'm not going to knock him for that. If you can pull that off, then you can pull it off. More power to you. The kid is good at marketing, although when I watch what he does, I really think if he wanted to do the community a service instead of hurting people and fucking people up, teaching them things like not locking out on presses, maybe he should teach people how to market. Maybe he should teach people business skills, PR skills, because that's what he's good at. He doesn't know shit about training. And that kind of comes back to my other point about everyone falling for clever marketing in this industry, especially young guys. You guys are so bad about falling for the glitz and the packaging and what you're being shown without ever looking at the substance of it. And you got this guy who basically you do a little bit of digging, doesn't take much digging at all to figure out what's up with him. He's kind of does what you call a fake it till you make it approach. His mother is quite wealthy. She's a widow. He's admitted, I believe, that he lives in her mansion. It's a very nice house. Got a Lambo, his mother's Lambo. So he's got these girls around. But he convinces you guys, he puts on this glamour of success and being a successful businessman. It's just family money, guys. It's just family money. And all those girls, it's not because of his body. I know plenty of guys who have bodies just as nice as his who can't get laid, who are still virgins. Plenty of them at your gym if you talk to them and look around. Because they don't have anything else to contribute. They have no personality, no confidence, nothing else going for them. This guy at least has personality and money. You throw a nice body on top of that, of course there's going to be girls hanging around. Particularly they want to hang around the Lamborghini. They might be there more for the Lambo than they are for his abs, though. Just putting that in perspective. But the thing is, everyone falls for this, and they say, oh, well, this guy must have good information. He's got this successful fitness business, but does he? I mean, guys are going to listen to this advice. They're going to start intermittent fasting, which can potentially lead to eating disorders. I'm not saying it always does. I don't want people to misunderstand that and say, oh, you said it always. No, I didn't say that. I said it's people who are predisposed to eating disorders. Intermittent fasting is a real quick ticket to exacerbating them and developing new ones. And I have seen it happen firsthand. Anyone who's been in this game a little while has seen it happen. So, got people doing intermittent fasting. Now he's talking about not locking out on presses, old bodybuilder myth. Time under tension, the way that people talk about it doesn't matter. It doesn't improve your muscle gains. The way that people want to do it, the constant tension. It's all about just tension and metabolic fatigue. It doesn't even matter if it's constant or not. There's no substance to that. It sounds good. Time under tension. I mean, it's gimmicky. It's catchy, just like driving a Lamborghini. It's flashy. Doesn't mean anything. No substance to that. So he's doing that, and then people are going to get hurt. I mean, he is giving some advice that is possibly dangerous. Some of his advice is probably pretty good. I haven't seen much of it. But some of it is clearly potentially dangerous, potentially risky. And, again, this idea that he's running a successful business. He has less views on YouTube than I do. Check it. So he's talking about $1 million business. Well, I'm not making $1 million on YouTube. I don't even make six figures. Every one of my views are monetized. And I have more than he does. I don't live in a mansion. I'm not going to say what I make. That's against the rules. But working class income. So he probably makes working class income off of his YouTube. Nothing wrong with that. That's what I do. I don't have a problem with it. His website, he sells programs, diets, things like that. Well, a guy who only has the amount of views that he has on YouTube, I don't think he's selling that many. I looked at his website. He's got traffic, but he doesn't have that much. I'm sure he's making good middle-class income off what he does. But it's not $1 million business. That's hype. That's bullshit. So, again, this is a fake it till you make it. Pretend that you're making $1 million giving advice, when it's advice that's really free. And people will buy it because he's got that house, he's got a Lamborghini, got girls around. He must be successful. But again, it's family money, it's hype. And at the end of the day, you got a guy who's selling programs, and I've told you guys over and over, there's no need to buy programs. I put out free programs. They're just as good as anything any of these guys are selling. You know what? They're not the only ones. There are a dozen coaches out there who have tried and proven, time-proven programs that are totally free today. They used to be $5 books. Now they're free. So, again, why do you need to buy programs from people? What's the point? It's not custom tailored, written for you with a weekly update, but that's called a coach, not a program. That's not coaching, though. Selling programs? Again, are you guys buying it because there's some great success to it? Or are you buying it because of the hype and the marketing? Same thing with even the methods. He does a method, and a few people are coming over saying, well, he says it builds more muscle. That's where he gets his size. But then when he gets called a fake natty, people say he's tiny, he's not big. So my question becomes, if he's not that big, and people are using his methods that he uses to gain size, well, maybe they're not working. Because if he's not big enough to be a fake natty at 160 pounds, how much does he really know about gaining size? I mean, again, people are saying he's tiny. And this is what he uses personally. You guys don't see the double think there? You don't see some cognitive dissonance from the same people who are saying, no, he's not big enough to be a fake natty. But then they want to say that his methods that he uses personally are good for size. Well, make up your mind, guys. Either he's got muscle mass or he doesn't. So again, the guy's clever at marketing. Same thing with the whole fake natty thing. Stuff comes out. Guy goes and gets some blood work done. Again, puts on a fancy show. But his blood work, anyone who understands hormones, understands anabolics, wouldn't look at that blood work and say that's evidence that he's clean. It's absolutely not. I could take a dozen athletes, put them on 6 different drugs, and have them get the exact same blood work results that he showed us. Absolutely doable. Not even a problem. Not hard. The way that it was done. So, again, see, look, my methods work. I am natty. Here's my $50 blood results. That mean nothing. It's just a show. Just like the Lamborghini, just like the mansion, just like the girls. And at the end of the day, it's another one of these kids who's good at marketing, but there's no substance to the information. It's just repackaged stuff that everyone else gives out. Same bodybuilding industry stuff, really. In fact, he basically is just taking from Martin Birkin, who came before him 5, 6, 7 years ago, and did a lot of the same thing. He's just repackaging it. And I mean, it's free. It's not like that sort of information's patented, but at the end of the day, guys, this isn't really someone with a massive amount of experience, or he wouldn't be teaching you guys methods that are going to get you hurt. It could damage your joints over time. So again, I ask you guys, when you look at these things, are you guys looking at the information being given objectively, or are you looking at clever marketing? Are you looking at the show that they can put on for you in the packaging instead of the substance? This industry is full of illusion. This industry is full of bullshit. And a lot of this stuff that comes out that people think is new or fresh, it isn't. It's the same old repackaged bullshit with a new wrapper thrown on. And in this case, the kid wants to play Bruce Wayne, and that's cool. I'd like to play Bruce Wayne also. Sounds fun. But It's just show, guys. That's all it is. It's just a package. It's just glitz and glamour to throw a shiny package so that you can put a price tag on programs that would otherwise be free, that are no better than the free ones that are already out there. And eating methods that Martin Birkin already put out for free with Lean Gains. You know, it is what it is. So again, I would say maybe rather than giving training information, he would probably do better starting a channel on marketing. How to how to fake it till you make it, how to run a business, how to market, and all of that. But we should all be so lucky to have family money to help us do it. Because that's the real secret at the end of the day. And I don't blame him. I mean, I can't blame him. I mean, I'm technically run my own channel. I do my thing. I'm a businessman. And sure, if I had plenty of extra family resources thrown at me to grow my business, I would absolutely do the same thing. So I'm not saying he's a bad person or wrong for doing that. I'd do it, and I would hope most of you would too. But to the people watching who are trying to get good information, who are trying to get bigger, trying to get stronger, trying to get fitter, healthier, you need to understand the difference between marketing and actual useful information, because there is a big difference. And a lot of this just seems to be marketing. He's a clever marketer, new to the game, and he's doing okay. And I predict he'll probably continue to do okay, because he does know how to market and he's got access to some resources. So I can't imagine him failing. All right, guys, but that's really all I have to say on that today. I hope it's been informative, and I will talk to you guys next time. And if you guys want to see more of this style of chat that I do, go check out my firearm channel. I've got about 30 of these up. All right, guys, peace out.